So we have this ongoing conversation about, the name Renters Warehouse. How does it work for investors? Like people don't seem to understand why renters are at the center of it. And the explanation is that renters are at the center of the performance of everything that we're doing, right? Happy renter, happy investor. It's borne out with the large REITs in this space over the last 10 years and how they've been under the microscope. And we've been able to prove as an industry that happy tenant, happy numbers, right? If they stay longer, the economics are better. If they take more pride in the place, like they don't have to have pride in ownership in order to have pride, right? They're having family over for Thanksgiving, so they don't put holes in the wall and leave it there. They take care of the place better because they like living in a nice place. They set down roots. They don't look at it as a transient sort of stay on the wave tops because we're not going to stay here long. They actually settle down. Part and parcel of that is the culture of the company managing that relationship has to be super Nordstromed out, right? Like real customer service. Like we're investing millions of dollars right now in technology to enable us to give that kind of white glove service where the customer calls, the smiley, happy person knows who they are, has the conversation, sends somebody out. It's Phil. Phil's the guy that comes out when a screen breaks or a door jamb gets pushed off or a garage door is off. There comes Phil. Air conditioning problem. Oh, Steve's coming back. Although hopefully never coming back because he fixes it once and it's fixed. But the point is, we're in competition with home ownership. Those of us who own and manage rentals are competing with home ownership. What I mean by that is those tenants are wired to want to be homeowners. Most everybody is wired to want to be a homeowner. If we can have them put that decision off for a couple of years because they really enjoy being a tenant, they enjoy the home, so the product is good for them, the neighborhood is good for them, that's the product. They enjoy the experience, right? Because the customer service is good, they make one phone call. I had somebody ask me recently what we charge for property management. I explained it was a $99 a month market. And they said, okay, great. And then they told me that they were a homeowner. I said, oh no, we don't do that. They said, why not? And I said, well, we work with investors, so they're rental properties, and we do the property management. And she said, but I don't want to call plumbers and electricians. Could I pay you $99 a month to manage my home? This is the home she lives in. White glove, right? People like it. I'm not saying we're going there, but my point is that if we really think in terms of what can we do to make this experience better than home ownership, forget about being better than some other landlord. I want to be better than home ownership, which is actually pretty easy. Home ownership's a pain in the neck. So anyway, that culture, like I'm trying to think of a label for this, right? It's not a culture of performance because that's cliche and everybody would say that. It's performance because of culture, right? I got to find a better way to explain it. But when the company performs well financially because the customers are so happy that they stay longer, when our relationship with our tenants extends beyond moving them in, but to all the things that they need while they're tenants, all the things associated with their living experience that we're there to help with, we're evolving there, all the way up and through when they decide they want to actually be a homeowner. You look around at Renters Warehouse, you see 22,000 doors, you see 22,000 tenants, and we haven't even begun to expand our value proposition deeper into their world, to make their living experience better and defining living experience to go way beyond changing the lock on the door, moving them in, and then collecting their rent and taking their maintenance calls. But actually owning the experience of, you live here, we want you to be happy here, we want you to stay longer here, and we want to extend the lifetime value of this relationship, not just for our customers, the owner who wants to keep you longer, and so the LTV of you to them extends, but then the LTV of you to us. You move out, you damn well want to stay in a Renters Warehouse property because the experience, you don't want to take a chance of going to some schlock landlord, you want to stay with us. And then if you buy a home, this whole idea of actually doing property management for homeowners blows my mind. Anyway, help me think of a name, right? Engage with me here. Down below, what is the name of this culture-centric performance? Instead of performance-centric culture, a culture-centric performance, finding ways of having more heart for the customer, finding ways of really internalizing the fact that we want to surprise and delight them because it's the right thing to do and draw direct connections to the bottom line as a result. Thanks for listening.